Hello, hello, hello. We're back again. Hello. This is the ABS show on MinaTV Africa. And we have in the building...
Yazzie.
Glitterati.
Miss Spitfire.
And the Manny Man. And this time around, we're focusing on the Western news and what's happening all over the world apart from Africa. So let's take it away, straight to the point, no time. But you guys are looking good, by the way.
I know. It's like they're in sync with the green and the blonde.
You guys didn't get the memo?
Killing it. No.
We sent a memo out.
I'm
sorry.
We didn't get it.
Awkward.
I guess it's the Niger connection here.
I have Ghana,
okay.
Don't keep pushing me on one side.
One and a half.
See, even he's matching with hair with the black now. It's okay. Y'all wanted to leave Ghana out.
Hey,
Charlie, I need you. Come back.
What are you trying to say?
That I need my Ghanaian half back to support
you have Ghana half over here next to you.
Where? Ghana one third.
One third.
We threw you out one time.
You didn't show us nothing. I am there. I'm here to stay.
Whatever. All right, let's go back to the Western news. So who's starting? Glitterati, take it away.
Not that I'm going to bring you back to Nigeria again, but Nigerian men no carry last. Tamar Braxton don't package and got a Nigerian boyfriend.
Ooh. She is looking stunningly beautiful.
Did you guys see that new bold hair? She's
looking
sitting.
snatched.
Yes. So she has a Nigerian new boo.
How did you
They've
find
been together
out?
for 3 months.
Really?
It is hot news.
And she's already, you know, the Niger thing already make a
don't
good
already
grade.
get her. But he's a wealth manager. That kind of scared me a little bit.
What do you mean? What's wealth manager?
When anybody's managing your money, he might manage her money out of her. I don't know.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Stop it!
This is not serious upper level 419.
No, this is stereotype. This is stereotype.
I'm sorry. Wealth manager. He went to Yale.
Okay.
But he's a bodybuilder. Let me tell you how this news came out. She went on Wendy, and Wendy spotted him upstairs, and she talked more about it. She talked about she's dating this new man. It's been 3 months, and it's going really well. He has a wonderful body. He's sexy. She's enamored with his looks.
Wow.
Really. It seemed like his looks was the most forefront thing about it. And I think that when you're talking about a boo, has to be different levels to it, right? So she talked about that. She's really, really happy. Her beam, everything is on point. Her hair, she's like loving herself. And you can tell like he's even walking her out. Even her body is looking tight.
Okay.
In every position.
Niger no they carry last.
They don't carry last now. He has dreads. Long dreads. And you're trending. You're trending.
Okay.
So he has long dreads, and they caught some pictures of them kissing and canoodling even before this.
Yeah, like a long time ago.
3 months ago. But she tried to block it and put different pictures of her with different men on her page to throw people off. But this now is the same guy that she's dating. There's even a video that she had where she was eating breakfast on vacation, and she kind of got him, but he ran off. Like, he doesn't want to be captured on film. That makes me very suspicious. Why doesn't he want a picture? Why doesn't he want video? Hey, wealth manager. I will remind you again.
Maybe he has a whole family back home in Nigeria.
You never know.
It's a lie, Spitfire. Okay, that's a possibility. But people who work in that field, like being a wealth manager, you control a lot of wealth.
Right.
You're a target. You need to hide your identity. It's like being a secret service person because you're a target, whether you like it or not.
Boys do the same thing?
Me, I don't know. Yahoo boys are not wealth manager. They are managing their own computer.
They are managing other people's wealth now.
What I liked about what she said on Wendy was that he tells her every day how beautiful she is, and it seems like emotionally he's just like very supportive. Because let's be honest, Tamar has been through a lot from being abused by her family members. I think we all have our issues and our things that we deal with, and she's honest about her issues and she's upfront. So it's definitely good to have a good-looking man. That would definitely make her feel more confident, more beautiful, more sexy. And if he's supportive emotionally too, I'm all for that. So
especially after the divorce, I mean, she's been through the ringer, like you said, and I'm all for what she got going on, the handsome man and all. But when she was with her husband Vince, wasn't she saying that she liked them piggy size?
Ooh.
She did say she liked big guys,
she
and
did.
she liked them chubby.
Wow.
So now all of a sudden you're switching because you have a tight skin.
But you see, let's be honest. What she
Niger can make you change your preference,
no,
your everything.
No. It is not about that. Let's be honest. If you're with your husband and your husband is fat, and clearly everyone sees that your husband is fat and he's not so good looking, you have to pick up for him in the media and make it.
That fat is not good looking, though.
Okay,
let's fix
I'm
that.
as you can see, clearly.
Okay.
Just saying.
I mean, there's different levels. There's different levels of like being obese, though. His was a bit, it was very severe.
But he was losing weight.
But they were married for years without him losing weight. So of course she has to like put up this front that as if, you know, she likes it like that. But if she really liked it like that, would he have lost the weight if that's how she supposedly really loved it? So I think that was just like a front to cover up for the marriage. It seems like she was more about his money. Because let's be honest, Vince is very successful. You can say whatever you want to say about his size, his relationship or whatever, but he's very, he is the man behind Lady Gaga and a lot of acts. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I also heard that when he started losing weight, he started getting attention from women, and she also had issues with that. Is that true? I heard that somewhere.
Of course.
So are you going to say that she said he was okay being fat because she didn't like she didn't want to have him out there? Could that be a possibility?
Insecurities too.
Yeah,
she wanted him to stay fat so she could keep him.
Can somebody like fat and can somebody like big people and small people? Like even combine both? People types vary.
I think now when she admitted, now when she comes out and says, I love them fat. I think she even said something like to the point that you can't even see their toes. Do you get what I mean? Now when you don't go from that to like a model looking body.
And she was gushing about him on Wendy. She's like,
look at that. I have a video.
You have a video.
I have a video.
Okay.
I've had just ginger in.
Okay.
Just got back from Jamaica with her new man, who, by the way, has escorted her here today. He's upstairs. He's in the building. I'll describe him. He's African. He's in wealth finance. He's got dreads.
He's fine.
And he's got a really nice body. Yes. How long have you actually been with him?
About 3 months. But it feels like forever.
But look, 3 is the magic number.
Yeah.
Are you in love?
Yes, very much so. Very much.
Do you want to get married again?
Well, you know, it depends on if I'm asked or not, you know?
Do you want to have more children?
Absolutely. I absolutely would love to have some wonderful, beautiful African children.
Am I the only person that's like, I'm all for her happiness and everything, but what's up with all of our fine, handsome, successful African men not marrying other beautiful African women like ourselves?
Oh my God, like, please, not again, Yazzie. You guys,
I mean, I'm just saying.
If African-American men marry white women, you will complain. Now, African men are marrying African-American women. They are helping they're helping the African-American women take the space their brothers didn't take. You are still complaining that why can't they marry fellow Africans? What do you want,
Do you know why I'm saying that? Because I've lived in this country for 20 years, and even 5 years ago, no woman wanted anything to do with an African man. Let's be honest, we are trending right now. Sure? Yes, we are. We are currently the culture.
No, I know about that.
We have legends like
Janet Jackson
making Afro beats. Let's be honest, 10 years ago, who wanted something to do with a Nigerian man?
Do you know how long the African Tongolo has been trending?
Who went to school yet? What did they used to call our mother sucker, African booty scratcher?
I know, but do you know how long the African Tongolo has been trending? But they've been having sex with
Nigerian and African men forever. They will not be want to marry
the 60s and the 50s.
Look at Fela.
All my uncles came back with white babies. What are you talking about? And mixed babies. What are you talking about?
On the low.
I mean, the sex has been trending. Now, let's not say it's never been trending. It's been always on.
Well, I've always been gifted.
I am sticking to my story. I am sticking to my story that currently 90% of women in America would love. If you gave them a Black American man, a white man, a Hispanic man, and an African man with the same exact qualities, and right now, currently, they will go with the African man because right now we are trending. That's all that I'm saying.
So next, Yazzie, what do you have for us?
Next, I'm gonna get into the highest earning hip hop acts for 2018. Forbes, they came out with a list.
Tell me,
yes,
I need all the numbers
and baby
I'll
daddy.
see which one I go collect.
So of course it's a long list, but I'll just talk about the top 4. It's the most relevant. If we sit here, we'll talk about the whole list all day long.
Absolutely.
So we know already that Diddy is always #1 for like the past couple of years with the help of Ciroc. Do you guys think he's still gonna be #1 this year?
I doubt it.
No? Okay, let's see. You never know. He's been holding it for a while. #4 was Drake, and he came in with 100 million. His tour was amazing. His new album, of course, did really well. Yes. He came in with about 100 million.
Wow.
And then came in #3 was Dr. Dre. You know, he has the beats. I know, like, it's so amazing because when was the last time we even had a record from him?
Yeah, but royalties
different
and
hustles.
Stuff. Yeah.
No one.
Listen, and I love that. I love a man that can hustle.
Yes.
And #1 was Jay-Z.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You know, with the help of Bay, you know.
Exactly.
Bae.
The tour they got
you
going
said
on.
it.
Yeah.
Of course. So guess who number 2 was? I don't know if you guys realized I skipped 2.
Diddy.
Yes, Diddy fell down to number 2.
Wow.
I'm surprised he hasn't like made a funny comment about it because I feel like him and Jay-Z are cool, but they always like kind of like battle
Yeah.
for like
Competition.
top 1 is top 2, which is like positive. But they both did very well. Diddy did 825 million.
Wow.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yes, and Jay-Z did 900 million.
That's a
Whoa, that's close to $1 billion.
Yes.
But it's just funny that one of the Jenners is still richer than that. And she's not even rapping.
Yes.
Kylie Jenner.
Oh, she's richer than that? How much is she worth right now?
980 something. She's almost going to $1 billion now.
Wow.
But that's not the point.
Some small
Let's
girl.
focus on something. This is rap culture. This is hip hop culture,
Mm-hmm.
right? We know that there's always competition, even if you show us on the face that there's no competition. Isn't it funny that the ladies in rap that we hold up high, they're not even up to the top 10, and they're wasting their energy fighting each other all the time?
The glass
The
ceiling,
likes
the
of Nicki
ceiling.
and Cardi. What do you guys have to say about that?
There's always gonna men are make 70% of what 30. You know, like you there's a variation with income when it comes to women and men. Period, and that hasn't changed. It's starting to get a little closer, but it's not close enough yet, and it's gonna continue no matter what. That's why people have to have several different pots in the fire. Because when you're talking about hip hop, and you know, hip hop is like was a male run
Dominated,
dominated thing. So
industry.
when a woman is part of it, you have to do cartwheels and jump and do this and do this, jump through fire, and you still are not going to make as much as a man. And plus, the thing about Jay-Z, he has Beyonce. Right. He's Beyonce's manager. So the incomes are combined. So I want to know what his money is without Beyonce.
And not
In the
just
same light.
Beyonce, like a lot. Go ahead, Sarah.
In the same light, right? Yeah. Even though we know that there's a variation when it comes to how much they earn, I'm just upset at the fact that the women in the rap industry are going at they go for blood when it comes to both of them. Like, especially case in point, Nicki and Cardi B. Yeah. You know the competition out there is dire when it comes to against the men. And yet you are strong women in the rap industry and you go at each other to the point where you get physical. You're supposed to help each other grow.
Exactly.
You're supposed to help each other rise to the top. But instead of doing that, you're tearing each other down, saying terrible things about each other, fighting each other. I mean,
I disagree with that because it's like in the male industry too, there is competition too. Drake was going at it with Meek Mill. Diddy and Jay-Z have gone at it a couple of times. Dr. Dre has gone about it with her. So that is part of hip hop culture.
In a healthy
like
way, though. They don't get physical with themselves.
I mean, there's been times that the crews have gotten physical. And Cardi and Nicki's beef is very new. It's a very new beef. It can be healthy if they manage it right, and then maybe eventually do a song together. It will definitely bring in money for them.
The beef is not new, my dad. It's been on since last year.
I mean, Cardi just dropped the Tom Ford lipstick the same day she got in a fight with Nicki, and it sold out. It like completely sold out. So I think financially it might be beneficial. And either way, it's PR, free PR. Right. They had like the most mentioned tweets and all of that kind of stuff, you know. So it is. I mean, I do agree that there is a discrepancy with the male and the female, but healthy beef in hip hop also sells.
How do you call being physical with each other healthy? That's not healthy. When you have marks on your face.
Yeah, but talking about somebody's kid isn't healthy. Talking about somebody's kid isn't healthy too.
Is there a video that shows that she did talk about a kid?
Okay, but let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest.
I know Nicki stares the pot a lot.
No. Let's be honest, okay? If even here, we say things off camera. We say things behind the scenes. If Nicki has something to say about Cardi's kid, because allegedly Cardi's kid has a birth defect, allegedly, and Nicki, we don't even know that yet because that hasn't been released. So for that kind of information to come out, remember that Nicki's cool with Quavo. It's an industry. Everybody knows each other. Even when we're beefing, there's somebody in Nicki's camp who's cool with somebody in Cardi's camp, and information gets leaked. So if Nicki's gonna say that, do you really think she's gonna tweet F Cardi and her retarded kid or F Cardi and her disabled? She's not gonna say that. Like, let's just be honest, because it wouldn't be in her best interest. It's something that she's going to whisper behind the closed doors, and it got back to Cardi, and she reacted as a mom. That's it. I'm not saying that it's healthy. I'm not saying that it's right.
Exactly.
But when you're a brand new mom, and especially a mom who the whole time you were pregnant, somebody was talking about you, egging you, you know, it's like a bear.
Okay, let's not make Cardi a victim here.
I was going to say, let's go back to celebrating my husband. Which one is single? Which one is single? In
none is single.
Drake is single. Drake is single. There's no ring on Drake's finger yet. He's dating an 18-year-old model.
18?
Yes, he's dating an 18-year-old model, but there's no ring yet, so Drake is single. Holla at me.
Okay, that's that for Drake. So,
Miss
Spitfire, can we move on, please? All right, so what's the next topic?
This topic is very, very. I'll go right into it. A white cop went into a black man's apartment and shot him dead.
You lie.
In her defense, she said she did not know it was her own. It was his apartment. She thought it was her own.
Does she live in the building?
She lives in the building, no, my brother.
Wow. So exactly what happened? Just tell me, please.
He didn't mind his business.
See, this is the gist, though.
Night or day?
The guy, in the evening, the guy was in his own apartment, chilling. This woman comes in, puts key. That has a key. Mind you, it has a character. You actually have to put the key, it will buzz you in. Put key. As she put key, the guy opens the door. And the next thing she saw a black man, she shot the guy.
You lie.
And then said, in her defense, so it was my apartment. Huh? Can you, no, please. You
she thought it was her apartment.
I'm telling you.
So, look, okay, let me get this straight. For example, maybe the way buildings are in New York, in case people don't know, like there's A, B, C, or there are numbers. So she went to his door, meaning she lives close to his door, right?
No. One floor up.
One floor up. The numbers cannot be, they cannot be the same. It's not possible.
One floor up.
What do you have to say about that?
This case, dear, Charlie, I don't even know. I'm hearing so many different things. What happened was wrong, it was not right. And I think it was premeditated.
Exactly.
She's claiming that the door was ajar. I don't think that anybody at that time of the night would keep their door ajar. She's claiming that he ignored his commands.
Number 2.
What happened to shooting somebody in the leg or shooting somebody in the arm? Number 3, I think she was drunk. Number 4, they found...
crystal meth look like, honestly.
They found police equipment in the guy's apartment, and he's not a police officer. So a lot of people are speculating that they were romantically involved.
Now the truth comes out.
Wrong.
Sounds more like it.
And what has pissed me off the most about this whole thing is for them to release evidence that the guy had like 10 grams of marijuana in his apartment.
Planted something, as
okay,
usually.
You know what? Even if they did not plant it, even if he did, okay?
What has that got to do with shooting him?
Isn't marijuana like legal in the United States right now? Like number 1, it's
Texas.
It's like literally legal everywhere. Number 1, number 2. What if it was medical marijuana? Number 3, what if it was not his marijuana?
Exactly.
What if somebody like I don't smoke marijuana? I don't smoke weed. I've had a friend leave her weed in my house before. I was like, yo, girl, I'm flushing this down the toilet. I can't have this in my place. You know what I mean? So it could be so many different things. What she did was wrong. It was absolutely wrong. I'm appalled that she wasn't even arrested. Not forget arrested, detained, and maybe even questioned.
There we go.
The first day.
Thank you.
You know, and then now you want to tarnish. You want to tarnish this image of this black man. Like this is all ridiculous, and it just goes to. It's the reason I met a guy the other day when I was getting my son's haircut, and we were talking. I'm like, I know you. Long story short, we knew each other years ago. Bumped into him. I'm like, what are you up to? He's like, oh, I'm training to be a cop. I'm like, why? He said, I want the uniform. A lot of people want the uniform. Why do you want the uniform? Because
protection.
It's the biggest gang. Like, let's be honest. Like, as a cop, anything that you do, your chances of getting away with it is higher than a regular person doing it, because they're going to protect you. They're going to protect. You're a police officer. Your word is more important, and my word is not. Any judge will take what a police officer is saying over what I'm saying. So right now, it's her word against a dead man with no evidence whatsoever. And apparently, the key is an electronic key in their building. So like, who leaves their door ajar? What black person leaves their door open at night?
Case in point, no, sorry. Add to that, right? What black person who allegedly had weed in his apartment would leave his door open?
It makes no sense. I definitely think that they were involved in some type of like relationship or something.
Because the way she was pacing, like in the video, you see her pacing back and forth.
Before
like
the guy was shot or after?
No, she was pacing after, like guilt. Like, you know, if let's say you're a cop and something happened, you jump into it, but she was pacing like something was stressing her, like she had killed somebody she shouldn't have killed. Like she was going back and forth on that stairway. And they showed it. And before she even called dispatch to say, I've shot somebody.
So what happened to shoot to disarm or something? The guy wasn't even armed. Why would you shoot to kill?
I even have a few questions. I can poke multiple holes into this story.
I'm sure.
Hole number one is this. When you came back from work, because the guy stays in 1437, she stays in 1847. She stays in 1837. If I worked a 15-hour shift, my dear, there's no way in God's green earth I will walk past my number of stairs to get to my apartment. It's not possible. So how did you go past the 3rd floor and land on the 4th floor to go into the wrong person's apartment, number one? Number two, second hole. When you try to open the door, let's assume that he was inside and he opened the door for you, you came in. When he opened the door, did you not see that the apartment did not look like your apartment before you started shooting? Exactly. Or don't you have a way you have your apartment put up? Girl, that's number two.
It's something else.
Number
in the story.
three,
Yeah.
even if he had weed in the apartment, when you shot him, you didn't shoot him because he had weed in the apartment. You shot him because you claimed there was an intruder in your apartment. That's number three. Number four, you said he gave him commands. He didn't respond to the commands. And then you shot him. Are you not supposed to shoot to disarm?
Exactly.
Not shoot to kill?
Exactly.
And you're supposed to disarm before you
I can go on and on and on with reasons why this story doesn't sell. You got arrested 3 days after. You got arrested. You posted bail. You got released back out. And now there's a story that comes out that says that he had weed. There's so much stuff going on.
It doesn't even make sense.
This is the same America that they shot the man right in front of us with the baby in the back seat and shot the man right in his chest.
This is the same America. So many things happen.
It's clear that we are targets. Black people are targets in America, and they're doing target practice on whatever happens. No matter, even if they had a romantic relationship, she knew she could get away with this if she did it. She did something that was clearly like, why didn't you wait? Like, why don't you think about the person before you shoot? Now he's taking his whole man, and he had a promising future. Yes, this guy was on a trajectory to be one of the top people in his area of his field of work. And now this one just takes his life. This one crooked-looking cop.
It's so sad. This will never end. That's just a fact. True. But speaking of target, the next topic is also targeting immigrants, because this is really serious. Recent news just had it from New York Times that the Trump administration actually transferred approximately $10 million that was supposed to go to FEMA to ICE. And you all know what ICE is. For those of you who don't know, ICE is Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So this $10 million was supposed to go to FEMA as a federal emergency management agency to prepare for the hurricane that is happening right now, the hurricane season. And that money was allegedly sent to ICE to aid detention camps and to aid deportation.
Can you imagine?
And it's a fact, because the senator who actually revealed this, although he's a Democrat, he actually revealed a document, a 39-page document that showed how this money was actually transferred for that purpose. And the same Trump was recently on the news telling us that they are ready for the hurricane. It's going to be tremendously wet. I don't know what that means in his own context, which is so annoying. But this is something we should really focus on, that the Trump administration don't want immigrants. No matter whether you are legal or you're not legal, they still want you out of their country.
I have 2 points. This is the same Trump that just gave his wife's parents citizenship. Express citizenship. Me, I had to read book. I had to remember national anthem. I had to do this. I had to remember who was the 4th power, 3 branches of power. Are you serious? And these people just get express green card, express citizenship. And the second point, when I went to go get my driver's license renewed, because my birthday just passed. They told me that next year, everybody has to have enhanced license. So
what does that mean?
Enhanced license, meaning that you have to resend all of your documentation. It goes straight to Washington, so they'll see what's up. Because if you don't have enhanced documentation, it's just an ID card.
Just for license.
Just for driver's license. Enhanced. So I have to give extra documentation proving who I am, what I am, to get
criminal
enhanced.
records,
it's
everything.
Part of ICE.
Tickets.
It's
part of ICE.
targeting. It's targeting. And also by your last name. They are looking at last names now. When a last name sounds too Spanish or too something, they will flag you. It's crazy. It continues.
In this same land of the free.
Which free?
In this same land of the free.
Belongs to white people.
Land of the free, that's what we called it. I don't think he understands what he just did. He's just shown to everybody that you being so concerned about immigrants or illegal immigrants, undocumented people going back to the country is more important than the situation that's going on in America right now, because you understand that we're going through something at the moment. We have Hurricane Florence here.
Crazy.
We have two other people coming. We have Hurricane, what's his name? Helene and Hurricane. My own Hurricane, Hurricane Isaac and Hurricane Helene are at the back. They're coming for vacation, and you actually transfer $10 million to
ICE.
An irrelevant branch of whatever you got going on. FEMA. And mind you, from what I read, it says that $4 million was written under research and rescue, and another $4 million was under preparedness. And you took that. So now that we have this going on in North Carolina, is that not money that's supposed to have been put to good use?
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely. You're putting people's life at risk because you're trying to prove a point that you're a man of your words?
That you're going to build this wall?
I am not surprised at all, and I firmly believe that Donald Trump is going to build his wall, okay? Whatever he has to do to build that wall, he will do it, even if it involves him using his own money, because he's going to prove his point. Yeah. I am not surprised about this at all. Since he came in office, he has proved, he has shown. We know the type of person that he is, so this is not surprising at all. This is a man that says that only 17 people died in the hurricane in Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
He said that too recently.
He recently
over 3,000 died, but he's insane.
This is a man where
from that
they just found over 4 million tons of bottle of water on a runway in Puerto Rico when it was supposed to get distributed during the hurricane time, and it's just been sitting there. The hurricane was how long ago? Almost damn near a year ago, and it's just been sitting there to the point that now the water is of no good because it was sitting out on the runway. It's contaminated. They can't do nothing with the water, and people needed the water. So I mean, he has proved to us the kind of person that he is. So this does not surprise me at all. You know, it's just right now up to the people in Congress, the senators. They're the ones that, they are really and truly the only ones that can really do something about what is going on with our president, because they're the one that have to try to veto his, and everyone is scared to do it, because if you do it, he fires you and you lose your job. So everyone is, so we might just have to endure this and hope that he does not win
the next election.
This same man is a Pekin of immigrants. His family is not from here.
Yeah, he's a product of it. We all know that, but he's the president. What can we do?
And what's funny is that even the Trump Tower, like a lot of Trump organizations have a lot of immigrants working, including illegal immigrants that do the construction.
His daughter's outfits are made in Mexico. His daughter's fashion line are made in Mexico.
He doesn't pay them. That's the thing. He's just a user.
This is not surprising at all.
Well, this is really sad, you know. It will never end. So, guys, we just have to round up. Tell us what you think. Drop your comments. Tell us how you feel. Tell us if you miss Charlie so I can leave his seat. Okay, until then, this is the ABS show. Bye.
Thanks for watching. And if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.